Start recording. YouTube video. I'm trying to be quiet, like talking more quietly than I usually am. Recording is late at night, I don't want anyone to overhear me. Anyway, as you may have noticed from the several seconds where I was not entirely sure what I was doing, the incompetent cameraman is not incompetently filming this video. That is because he had an unexpected injury while recording a video where he set himself on fire, and that is a bad angle. Yeah, he got unexpectedly injured while filming a video where I set him on fire. That's not a better angle. So now I'm being forced to record my own videos for the first time. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Anyway, what's the YouTube title say? Okay, I should probably get to that then. Anyway, before I actually start with the main video, how long has it been? Apparently, you can find out who's subscribed to you by pressing some buttons, and one of the subscribers of this channel is named Giggle Shitter. And I wanted to mention it because, quite frankly, it made everyone who works in this channel laugh out loud. And I thought I needed to mention him. Then I thought I needed to pause for several seconds. I don't know why I did that. I haven't done this in a while. All the videos I've been uploading recently were pre-recorded. The most recent was the stick tier list, and that was a few months ago, so I haven't recorded in a while. I'm trying to revive this channel, but it's been a few months since I recorded a video and a few years since I even tried to upload weekly. So anyway, what to say, once again, this is a Weaponry 101, and if all the videos under the series Weaponry 101 are privated, then I guess I'll need to explain what that means. So Weaponry 101 is a series where I go over magic weapons, explain what they do and how to use them. And I guess because this video is about Mjolnir, I will go over various versions of Mjolnir. Well, just the two. Just the two. I didn't have time to research any others. There definitely are some, but I didn't have the time to research them, dude. I'm trying to weekly upload, man. I can't. I don't study mythology. My qualification is in business. I don't know anything about mythology. I had to watch some YouTube videos before this, and that was my research. Why, did you click on this video thinking I read the Rosetta? I'm not doing that. Well, I might. Anyway, so Mjolnir from Norse myth. What can it do? How do you use it? So what it can do is it channels Thor's electrical powers, similar to a magic wand. Or I guess not every magic wand channels powers. Some really are just the source of magic power. Point is, Mjolnir primarily functions as a conduit to Thor's electrical powers, rather than an actual source of electrical energy. Can't produce electrical energy on its own, purely works with focus. How else does it work? Thor's hammer is almost impossible to wield because its handle is too short. You can only lift it with one hand. If it's designed to be lifted with two hands, it's impossible to lift because, quite frankly, you can imagine how that would make something hard to lift. Whereas it was designed to be used with two hands, but the handle can only fit one. I hope I said that correctly. I might have mixed up my words there. This is a nightmare. Other than that, it's a hammer that is extremely heavy. So, therefore extremely deadly. If you can lift it. And I do believe Thor uses it to fly. You know, I don't know the exact mechanics of how he does that. I don't think Mick goes into it, but I do believe he can use it to fly. I just don't know how. So, it's an incredibly dangerous hammer that is nearly impossible to wield, but it basically functions as a focus for Thor's powers. Could it focus anyone else's powers? Don't know. Doesn't explicitly say it can't, but it also doesn't say it can. So it's basically just a very fancy magic wand that can bludgeon people. Usually in a piece of fiction, if someone was attacked with a magic wand, they'd be like stabbed with a magic wand. But not very effectively. This one can really effectively bludgeon people, and and that's just how it's used. I guess I did go into, no, that's what it does. Now I'm going to how it's used. So, even Thor, who is very strong, needs a magic belt to increase his strength to make it practical to use. And you can't use it. It's so heavy, only Thor can lift it. None of the other gods. And Thor can only really use it when he uses his magic belt, because he has a magic belt. But this is a weaponry 101 on Mjolnir, not Thor's magic belt. If you want a video on Thor's magic belt, I'll make a video on Thor's magic belt, but that's not this video. So you can't use the hammer. It's so heavy, you can't lift it. You can't lift something that's so heavy you can't lift it. You, the viewer, are not as strong as Thor. And if you, the viewer, are as strong as Thor, why are you watching this YouTube video? Genuinely, put in the comments why you, a viewer as strong as Thor, are watching this YouTube video. Have you acquired Thor's hammer and are now looking for instructions? And if so, can you please send it to me? Or don't, because I guess you'd need to bring it to me by hand and I don't want to give you my address, because you're as strong as Thor, apparently. So if you were looking for this video for instructions, it can be used to channel your magic powers, and it can't really do much else other than bludgeon people, because it's really good at bludgeoning people, because it's so heavy that only Thor can lift it. None of the other gods, only Thor and some dead giant guy, because Thor killed him. Why? Because he... How long has this video been going on? Okay, so I thought it was shorter. Wow, time flies, we're having fun. God, it's late right now, I'm probably jabbering. So, as for the only other version of Mjolnir I had the time to research, Marvel's Mjolnir. It's not extreme, it is extremely heavy, and it has been lifted through pure brute force before, but I think we all know the more common way that it's lifted, which is a worthiness enchantment. But that's how it's used, and I already went over and going into what it does. So, what it does. Mjolnir has an internal electrical source, which gives it its electric powers. Where it comes from really depends on the writer. Either Thor, a sentient storm, or just an eternal storm that is not sentient. But the hammer itself is at least kind of sentient. It's sentient, but not necessarily sapient, if that makes sense to you, the viewer. If it doesn't, please put that in the comments below. Please, someone put comments below. I'm running out of ideas for videos. Please give me more ideas. Or don't, because the only idea I got from comments so far was stick tailors, and I've got barely any views. I think I got the least amount of views out of any of the videos I've uploaded recently. Though admittedly that is only 4. Thor. Anyway, we're all talking about Thor's hammer. So, Marvel. It has an internal electrical system, which means if you pick it up, you gain the powers of Thor. You'd think Thor would have the powers of Thor, but apparently a hammer has the powers of Thor. Who made the hammer Thor? Why isn't Thor Thor? I don't know. Really ask some questions about identity that I don't have time for. Try to keep my videos around 10 minutes long, but I can't really tell how long a video goes on for because I don't have a cameraman, because as I've already said, he got burned setting himself on fire for a video because he thought he could do my job better than me. Apparently I thought I could do his job. Apparently I can't. So, Mjolnir gives you the powers of Thor. It doesn't really do much else. But, you know, the powers of Thor are many and numerous. Include electrokinesis, super strength, super durability, Probably super speed, but I don't think it ever came up. Fly. He can fly by spinning the hammer, which isn't really flight, more like an enhanced jump, because he goes up and then he goes down. It's jumping, not flight, but he can do it for long distances. I think I've had it called flight, but I don't know if he can actually fly with it. I think it's jumping, but maybe he can spin around like a helicopter. I think he's done that a few times. So it allows you to helicopter yourself about. Also, super strength, durability, speed maybe, but he's not really known for speed. Most just strength and durability. Also electrokinesis. Thor stuff. And as for how it's used, how long has this video been going on? I should probably wrap it up. As for how it's used, as everyone knows, has a worthiness enchantment, which means only those deemed worthy by the hammer, by what I think is a set of criteria, can use the hammer. However, those criteria are kept incredibly vague. I made a video about whether certain, I want to say Disney characters, though I guess Thor is a Disney character now. I made a video about whether certain characters wield mjolnir, during which I've researched Marvel Comics history, and deemed that I'm pretty sure willingness to kill is a requirement to use the hammer. But you need to kill for justice and the protection of the 9 realms. So, protect the 9 realms. So you need to be willing to protect the 9 realms. And you need to be willing to kill to protect the 9 realms. And you need to be more than willing. Protecting the 9 realms needs to be the first thing you do with the hammer. By choice. And if it's not, you can't use the hammer. But I'm pretty sure willingness to kill. You need to be willing to kill. I'm pretty sure if you second think it, you're not even worthy of the hammer, actually. I think. Like I said, the requirements are kept incredibly vague on purpose. That way, they can write Thor being unworthy without actually changing his character beyond he feels sad in this run. But I'm getting rather loud, and this video is getting rather long. So, if I left out important information that I forgot because it's incredibly late when I'm filming this, please put it in the comment below. Maybe I'll make another video. Or, if you want to see another video, like Thor's Magic Belt, in a Magic 101, in a Weaponry 101, put that in. It doesn't have to be magic, it just needs to be a weapon. And quite frankly, weapon's pretty vague. Point is, I'm trying to revert to the series Weaponry 101, not Weapon 101, Weaponry 101, where I go over a magic weapon. So I guess this is an outro now. Yeah, this is the outro now. Anyway, like, subscribe, and if you can think of any other weaponry that you wanted me to do a 101 on, where I go over what it can do and how to use it, put that in the comments below. How to use a hammer, because I forgot to actually go over that. You pick it up, you throw it, you keep it in your hand, you just bludgeon things with it. It's not that hard. Outside of the tactic hammer, I went over how it's done. Pretty sure I have all the information. You need to be in a Weaponry 101 about me on it, but if I didn't, complain in the comments below. It boosts engagement, I think. And then I know that you want me to do it again, which would give me something to do, because I'm running out of things to do. My next video might be a tier list of what sharks I could beat in a fight. Not all of them are great. Not every shark is a great white shark. I could beat at least a few of them easily. There's a species of shark that's just entirely blind. I'm beating that easily. I've done all the intro stuff, right? Like, subscribe, comment, end the video. If you like my shirt, it says World's Greatest Narcissist. Because I'm great.